Welcome back to the RV Rundown. I'm your host Barry, and this is the segment where we take a quick look at some of the hottest floor plans available on the market today. I'm standing inside a brand new Alliance Avenue 33 RKS. Alliance built the Avenue as an entrant into the mid-profile fifth wheel group, and it shares a lot of cool features with its older siblings like the Paradigm and the Valor. It's built for full-time use. It has all sorts of user-driven features. We'll get into it. I want to start back in the kitchen. This is an RK rear kitchen model, and they've done it pretty good justice. I do love this layout. It feels very chef-oriented. We've got solid surface countertops that wrap all the way around, so there's loads of prep space, loads of storage in the form of cabinetry in this U-shaped kitchen here. We've got a 3-burner stove, nice oven with a big drawer down beneath. We've even got a giant single basin stainless steel sink. They've done some real justice here with the refrigerator. They've given us a Furrion 12-volt, nearly residential-sized refrigerator and put some storage up above. Storage is the name of the game here because they really know that that's what people want out of a unit like this. The dinette is also pretty cool in the sense that it has no pedestal to get in the way. When you sit down, it's completely open up underneath. They've even put in a little bench in the back, which also features storage. I love that. I think it's a really great addition because that can be pulled out and used as a footrest elsewhere. Speaking of using it as a footrest, we can even go into our living room where we have multiple seating locations. We have a trifold sofa that will fold out and become a bed. We have theater seating here that sits directly across from our main entertainment center. The entertainment center features a large flat screen TV. This is on a swivel mount, so it does come out and aim. It's got storage built in all around it, and there's even built-in Bluetooth speakers and head unit down below, as well as a great giant electric fireplace. Now that's actually going to spit out a fair amount of heat in the wintertime to help offset your propane cost. Speaking of storage, again, we're going to find that there's even more of it in the sense that they built in a bit of a hutch over that trifold sofa that we mentioned earlier. So if you do have guests, they could store a few things there. That's pretty nice, as well as having a place to sleep. Another thing that I want to mention while we're in the living room is that this has 80-inch tall slides, which means at 6'3", I can walk into them without hitting my head on anything. It feels open and huge, and the atrium windows really help push that feeling of just openness and largeness, letting us see out into the campground where we're at. And there's a touch of class here, even with some of the smallest fixtures, like flush lighting in the ceilings. It's better than some of those that just poke down. It just looks a lot nicer. Now, as we head up, I want to check out the bathroom. The bathroom itself, because this is a mid-pro fifth wheel, it is a little bit smaller than what we're used to in a full-time bathroom, but it still works pretty well. Even at 6'3", I fit into the shower. I do end up in the skylight, but it works out. There's even a little seat here for sitting down. That way, you know, someone like my wife would really like this for shaving, getting ready in the morning, that kind of thing. Glass doors are easy to clean up. We've got a foot flush toilet with a little hanging rack up above it. And of course, more storage in the form of cabinetry off to the side. I love the fact that they put sliding doors throughout here, which means that there's no swinging doors to get in the way as we're opening and closing and trying to move through these halls as more than one person. In our bedroom, we have a king-size bed in the slide. I think that's awesome. On either side of it, we have plugs. Those are powered up by an inverter, so if you do happen to be boondocking, those things can have power off of the battery source. This is 50 amp service as well, so when you are hooked to shore power, we have 2 air conditioners on board, one in the bedroom and one in the main cabin. At the foot of the bed, we have loads of storage in the form of this nice chest of drawers. And then up above it, we have a spot to hook up a TV. We have a factory installed backer and all of our plates there. If I undo this and slide it open, we have a very large primary closet here. Now this also serves as a space where we can hook up our washer dryer. Another thing to note about this mid-profile that's very different from others on the market today is that the top of the deck here is totally flush. They call it a space saver deck, which means on this side of the bed I don't have to step up, and at 6'3" I can still stand up straight in here. That's something that's not that common in this type of unit, especially for other mid-profiles that are out there and available today. Now before we go outside, I want to close this thing up and show it to you with the slides in, because that's something that everyone always requests of us, so let's get to it. Okay, so with all of the slides closed, I'm actually surprised this has a little bit more space in it than I expected it to. There's definitely a walkway that leads down to our kitchen. However, getting in there is not going to be easy, and we don't have access to our refrigerator. Certainly do have access to some of the cabinets if you could get on that side, but that's going to take a bit of a gymnast move. Now, the good thing here is that the bathroom and the bedroom are totally accessible. So bathroom's super easy to get to. Bedroom, I mean, you'd be climbing up onto the bed, but we can get in here, and I think that's kind of cool. Now, I want to pop outside and show you some of the features there, because this thing has another trick hidden up its sleeve. Let's go. Outside, the Avenue has a full host of features that make it competitive with some of the other luxury fifth wheels that are on the market today. On the patio side, we have a great big electric awning that lets out at the touch of a button. It's LED lit. We have Bluetooth speakers that you can power up and charge with your phone so that we can have tunes out here. The LP is on each side, saddlebag style with 30-pound canisters. That's very nice for staying out for an extended period of time. Our baggage doors have slam latches, magnetic catches, and they're insulated, making them easy to operate, super simple to use. That opens up to our pass-through storage, which, because this is a 101-inch wide body, is quite voluminous. There's even TV hookups inside here, so if we did choose to have a TV on the patio side, that's available. There's step above solid step stairs going in. These make contact with the ground. You don't get that diving board feel. Nice big grab handle, just making it easy for folks to get up and into the RV. I love the stylish wheels they're putting on here. And up above that, inside we had that big entertainment center on a slide, but it was almost flush with the wall. Well, that's because it was hiding an outside kitchen. Here we have an electric refrigerator that's powered simply by shore power, and they've even given us some extra storage and a griddle. This is a Capital griddle. I think these are really, really nice. As you can see, it hooks directly back into that propane system. Makes for a great spot to set up and cook. This has 4-point electric level up on board. We'll look at the control panel for that on the other side. And as we get to the back, I want you to notice that this has a ladder that heads up to a fully walkable roof. There's even a 2-inch receiver hitch down low. This is not really meant for tandem towing, although you could, because they've provided us with a 4-pin utility trailer wiring. It's really more in there for, say, like a cargo rack or a bike rack, things of that nature. Shore power is right here on the back corner, and then our dump station is also located right here on the back corner as well. Let's pop up to the front, look at the other side of that pass-through storage, and check out the wet bay. Up towards the front of the off-door side, we have another big baggage door with slam latches. This one's strut assisted because we have the slide above. It won't get on those magnetic catches, but it contains our wet bay. So this is going to be where all of our primary water is. In is our tank pulls as well as an outside shower. This also has all of the points where we can set up winterization of the unit. We talked about saddlebag storage for those LP canisters. Here's the other one, another 30-pounder on this side. That's just a nice little feature there. And then our control system for the level up is right here on the driver's side, just forward enough to where it's really easy to see the pin box. Speaking of which, This has before I get to that pin box actually, I want to point out that this is a painted front cap with 3M graphics with a 5-year warranty. And then we have that Rotaflex pin box. This has an escutcheon plate built into it, and that's going to help take out some of the chucking going down the road. Overall, I really like this camper. I love all of the light, bright colors that are inside. The fact that it's mid-profile makes it not overbearingly huge. There's just a lot to love here, and it's one of those where you do have to see it for yourself to really experience the inside and get a feel for just the overall spaciousness of a trailer of this class. You can see it for yourself in person at Southern RV in McDonough, Georgia. Check it out online at www.southernrv.com. And if you like this content, please subscribe. We love it when you guys watch, and we want you to come back for more. We're always going to be producing stuff. We're trying to release weekly, if not twice a week, so be on the lookout for that. And until next time, guys, happy camping.